Hello everyone, and hello to all my followers from my other social media who happen to live in America, who've had to come over here to carry on with this community. That is until they can get this sorted out, and fingers crossed we have you back home soon enough. And I just wanted to come on because the few reasons I came out to speak about Prince Harry. First, it was my emotional connection to the royal family, one in which it's our national identity. The Queen, she's like her gran. She was like her gran. She 70 years. You can't undo 70 years of emotional connection, of leadership in the way she done this, you know. But I used to celebrate her with my nan and granddad, who are no longer here, but I celebrate her, and I did with my kids also, yet my kids didn't meet my nan and granddad. This is like forever and a day, and still when that day come, we weren't prepared for it because it felt like she was going to be here forever. So Harry and Meghan can speak about these victim cards and this happened to us, but reality is they've just had a mass reaction from the masses because of what they did to her, our second gran, you know? Family. But even if we take away that emotional connection to what she meant to us, we know what our nans and granddads meant to us, in how it's sort of like a reverse thing, because they were the leader of the family, and then they start to get weak and they start to get old, and the glue that kept this family together starts to dissolve in front of our eyes. And at that point in time, they then rely on you to be the strong ones, to look after, to care, to protect. But instead we see them on a stage with Oprah doing that instead. And people can go on about how, you know, them going and walking on the ashes is the moment, or this is a moment where the world woke up. The world woke up the minute they sat on a sofa with Oprah. It's just the rich elite are now catching up. The people have been speaking this since day dot. You don't do this to family, and this is the one shared value in every culture around the world, where you look after your own, you protect them, and you don't do that to them in front of the world where they're sat at home or in a hospital bed. And this is how entwined the Queen was with us, because I went out last night and I started off in a swanky bar, you know, the one where the cocktail is about £14, and everyone's just more concerned of how they look. Well, here's the thing, I enjoy that bar, which is a bit messy and a bit sticky underfoot, where you walk in and everyone is purely enjoying themselves and don't care for how they look. You've got the cheesy tunes on, a bit of a similarity to a wedding or christening or celebration party, you know, those kind of tunes. Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling where everyone can throw their hands up in the air like they just don't care. The sheer essence of British society, culture, whether people like it or not. Yes, you see the aristocrats, you see all of that in England, in how glorious it is, how regal. But there's a reality to the actual people. So I'm in this bar and I'm people watching, I'm looking all around. Then what catches my eye? Proudly looking down on me. Of course, it's our Queen, a bit like I took my son to the barbers in the high street. And again, a picture of the Queen and her family proudly on the wall in situ. This is the patriarchy. These people are the ones that support the monarchy and love. And these people are probably the ones who don't really benefit at all. But this is the emotional feeling. This is the home of us. This is the heart within us, the proud that she was a part of us and she sat at the top of our table and represented us. So they can hang on to all the bullying, all the racism and all of that. When you strip it back, this was about their bullying to our queen, his gran, and ours also. And you don't do that to family. You don't step over and diminish and defame, especially when they're approaching the end of their days. And that's it. That's what damaged them. That's the undoable action that they've created. That feeling they can't take back. That seeing is believing. And we see her weak. We see their power in how they continue to speak. They didn't delay to protect like they are current day. They carried on knowing her husband was laying in a hospital bed. And they carried on. And that's why the people reject. That's why the people will continuously reject, because they done this to project, you know. But these are my thoughts, my feelings, as I was dancing in one of those bars last night where people purely have fun, the hard-working ones. And who do I see looking down upon me? That's Queen Elizabeth in cardboard cutouts as the last reigning monarch, in which she captured the heart of all of us and the Commonwealth, you know?